Hi everyone, my name is Rashid, and today I'll be walking us through boostIQ, a scientifically backed up AI solution that helps in turning knowledge into long-term memory. The problem is, in our today AI-powered world, we are consuming a lot of information, but to remember what actually matters has become more difficult more than ever. The AI tools and platforms around us are very good at feeding us with a lot of information, but none of them is actually encouraging critical thinking nor long-term memory retention. And that is kind of like generating this our generation because we can hardly produce a scholar that can stand on their foot and say something reasonable without the aid of AI. So Boost IQ is actually tackling this issue using scientifically proven methodologies, which involve cognitive sciences, spaced repetition, and dual coding. Without further ado, let's jump into the demo of the application to see how it works. So when you first launch the application, you'll be mandated to choose your passion and interest. That helps us in giving you a tailored analogy and mnemonics of a snapshot or content you're trying to commit to memory. So let's go ahead to create an account, or you can decide to go as a guest. But in my own case, I can just sign in here. All right. So let's see how it works. So let's create a snapshot. Snapshot is kind of like the content you are trying to commit to memory. Let's say you are working through your study material, so you came across a part that you need to commit to memory, or you want to remember for a long time. So what you do is that you just have to copy it and paste it here. But to make this demo very easy for me, I'm providing stimulating functionality. So let's stimulate a snapshot here. All right, so this is about blockchain. So optionally, you can add a tag. So since this is about a blockchain, I can decide to add blockchain, right? Blockchain. So let's have that. Then let's generate a snapshot. So boostIQ is a smart AI solution. What it does is that based on the content you've given it, it triggers a very thought-provoking question that will definitely help you in long-term retention of the content. So here is the question, and not only that, it will also give you a very reasonable and easily absorbable answer to the question. So and that is it. And the best part of it is that it also provides you with an analogy and mnemonics, which is very valuable in terms of memory retention. So if you customize this analogy and mnemonics to match with your personality, so with that committing anything to memory has become easier than ever. So for me, my passion is gaming, and the good IQ gave me a mnemonics in terms of games for me to help me memorize what I need to learn. So then also you can decide to preview the audio playback of the content Boost IQ has generated for you.
What is a blockchain in gamer terms?
So there we have it. Then let's save our
A shared, unhackable, ever-growing ledger of game data.
Alright, so now let's move back to our dashboard. Now, as you can see, another beautiful feature of BoostIQ is the memory progress. This helps you to track the progress you are making in terms of training your memory in remembering study materials or whatever it is in a long term. So that is what is happening here. Then next we have the list of our snapshots. You can fetch a snapshot here. So now we only have one. So that is the one we are having here. So you can preview your snapshots and all. So then where the game changer lies is here. Here I'm using an algorithm called SM2 algorithm. SM2 algorithm is an algorithm that actually mimics the way human brain works. Ideally, when you're trying to memorize something, right, after you've studied it at a particular time, you have to schedule another time interval that you want to remember or review what you've learned. Right? Or if you prepare for exam after you studied in the morning, in the afternoon or in the next few hours, you have to review what you've learned for good retention, right? So that's exactly what you're doing here. The SM2 algorithm automatically calculate the next time for review of what you studied. So, but for the purpose of this demo, I've reduced the time to be in 30 seconds. That is why it quickly due for review here. So now let's go and review what we've learned. Okay, so now we have one item to review. Let's go and review it. So Boost IQ will also give you a triggering question to see if you can actually remember what you learned previously. So here is the question. It expects you to provide an answer to it. Then if you cannot answer it, then you have to go and see the answers. Then just the way it works before, you have the answers there, and it should ask you how easy it was for you to remember this, whether it was difficult or it was very simple for you to recall. So for me, it's kind of like easy for me to remember it. So that is it. So this comes to the end of this demoing. Thanks for listening.